Hi everybody. Following my Vuelta preview, which dropped this morning, let's also have a look at the opening weekend, starting with stage 1, 184k, a third category climb in the first half of the stage, and nothing else in the way of a fast man taking the first red jersey. The final kilometers are flat, featuring 4 roundabouts in the final 3.5k, with the final one featuring with 1k to go. So those riders having a solid sprint train will have an advantage here. Here's the stage odds at the time of recording, with Philipsen as the main favorite, a logic which is hard to argue with, and then here's the riders to watch in my book. Pedersen at Little Trek, Arne Marit at Intermarché, Zingle at Visma Lease Bike, Van Ude at Picnic PostNL, Mikkels at EF, Van Dijken at Red Bull Bora and Alar at Movistar, Jake Stewart or Ethan Vernon at Premier Tech, Philipsen at Alpecin de Koning, Viviani at Lotto and Anjalkowski at Cofidis. Here's an overview of how these sprinters have been doing recently. It is very clear from this overview that Pedersen is the main rider to watch. Obviously along with Philipsen, who is not featuring on this overview because there's no real recent results to compare him to the others. In terms of stars, Philipsen and Pedersen are my 4-star favorites for stage 1 of this year's Vuelta. Van Ude and Anjalkowski get 3 stars, Vernon, Aller, Marit and Zingle get 2 stars, and Viviani and Mikkels each get 1 star. In terms of podium prediction for stage 1, it's hard to go against the bookies' logic for this one, and I'm calling Philipsen for the win ahead of Pedersen and Van Ude. Given that I'll be out this weekend, let's also have a look at stage 2, which runs over 160k, which are largely flat, yet presenting the riders with an uphill finale, with the last 4.5k rising at 6.4% average. I see 2 main scenarios here, a late breakout or a sprint of a reduced group. I personally don't think the GC men will bother here. There's an awful lot of riders who could take this stage, so my long list is fairly long. Obviously, I'm recording this ahead of stage 1, so please use whatever input you gathered from that stage when considering my picks. Van Zevenand at Quickstep, Ganna or Sheffield at Ineos, Ayuso or Almeida in a GC scenario, and I would really like a late breakout by Kampenaerts, yet we're still early on, so he may not be let off the leash. Then obviously we get Vingegaard in a GC scenario, Buitrago at Bahrain, Pidcock at Q36.5, Fisher Black for Red Bull, and it will be interesting to see how far Alar can get here. Hamilton at Picnic PostNL, Frigo at Premier Tech. Then I'm really interested to see how far Kokar can get on this finish climb, and Baggioli or Pedersen at Trek. In terms of stars, Pidcock and Sheffield are my 4-star favorites for this stage. Ganna and Pedersen get 3 stars, Frigo, Fisher Black, Baggioli and Hamilton get 2 stars, and Van Zevenand and Aller each get 1 star. In terms of podium prediction, I'm calling Sheffield for the win ahead of Pidcock and Pedersen. Enjoy the opening weekend and see you on Sunday for my stage 3 preview.